Guess who, Bazak?
Ah. What's going on, everybody? And thank you for tuning in to a special Saturday Night Live edition of the Man Up Real Talk podcast. I am your host, Mr. Mike Wiley, saying greetings, salutations to all of our probably no longer faithful followers and listeners. Look, man, we still appreciate y'all. Appreciate all the likes, clicks, shares, and downloads and all that good stuff and how you support this podcast. We do not take for granted. Listen, we just here. I just want it's been so long, man. It feel like forever, bro. You know, the work schedule got me doing all kind of crazy stuff. And like every time I get ready to try to do a live, something comes up. And I said, Phil, we doing one Saturday night. And he was like, Saturday night. I said, yes, sir. Saturday Night Live, man up, let's get it. He was like, all right, man, let's go. He didn't sound too confident, but as you can see, he is here with me on this wonderful Saturday night. Mr. Philip Hines, a.k.a. Mr. Classic, a.k.a. OG Triple OG. It's all in the building. What's going on, man?
What's good, brother? Guess who, Bazak?
I know, man. Look at that. Look at that. The Endurer, a.k.a. Tony Briscoe, is in the building. What's going on, Tone? We appreciate you, man.
Tom, what's going on, man?
Sean MP3 Pritchett is in the building.
Sean, what's good, man?
Yeah, man. Appreciate y'all for hanging out.
We decided to peek out for a hot second.
Yeah, man. We hopping out for a second, man. You know, us old heads normally we would be in bed by this time. Well, maybe one of them.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
I'm just saying, you know,
if I'm not doing a party, I most definitely would be in the bed right now.
Yeah, man. You know, this is bedtime for most
Sunday school in the morning.
You know, some of y'all trying to play like y'all. Some of y'all still trying to play like no, go to bed.
No, I'm only up if I gotta go spin at a party. But if I'm not doing no party, I'm up. I'm in especially Saturday night because we get up early and go to Sunday school. So that's like 8:45. Yeah. So you know,
8:45, man, 8:45, and then you know I work until like I literally just got off about 20 or so minutes ago, and I said no, we still doing it. I was like, nope, we still doing the pod. I haven't done one in a while. I ain't spoken.
No, man, we ain't been there for a minute. We hang out for a little bit.
Listen, can I be honest with y'all? I missed y'all. I know I'm getting a little sentimental in my old age, but I missed y'all. I miss talking to y'all. I miss y'all talking back. Look at that. I see Eddie and Tina in the building. What's going on, y'all?
Tina,
I appreciate y'all.
Brother Eddie, how y'all doing?
Yeah. Appreciate y'all, man. You know, Eddie, you know the feeling, man. You just getting off, and it's like, man, do I even feel like doing it? But I said, no, I shall push forward, and we gonna do a pod tonight. Now, it might not be like our normal, you know what I'm saying? But I said I got to do something because, yeah, I just haven't done it in a while, and it's just like, man, I get that itch every now and again. You know what I'm saying? I thought maybe it was a mosquito bite. I was like, no, I just haven't had a podcast in a while, and I gotta do something. And as look, I couldn't even half of the stuff that I normally use, because if you notice, I'm not even using my mic. I got that pushed to the side. You know why? Because I couldn't find the cord for it. Because I had put it up, and it was like, man, where's my mic cord?
See me, man. I ain't used my laptop for so long. I'm stuck on the phone because my laptop is running slow.
It's all look, and I'm tripping because I'm like, I bought a new camera months ago, might I add. I just took it out the box today, and I'm looking at it, and I'm like, that don't look too shabby. It got me looking kind of white though. I don't like that. Gotta adjust that filter on there. They got me looking a little bright, Phil. I ain't feeling that. Hold on, let me get that other profile.
What you think?
Mike, no?
Relax.
Man. Hold on. Let me do this. Let me do this one.
Oh God. Yeah. I came back for this.
Eddie, it's so funny you say that because I wanted to reach out to you the other day, and I wanted to reach out to you the other day, man, because I wanted to try to find a time where we can, you know, it's kind of died down now, man, but I really wanted to talk to you about that whole American Eagle ad and eugenics and all of that stuff because it's something I'm not really well versed on. And I'm just like, man, why are people so like they really was bugging with this ad? And everybody was like, no, it's racial and it's dog whistle terminologies. And I'm like, I thought it was just a cute girl in some jeans, but apparently it was more than that. Who knew? I really wanted to talk to you on about that, man. So if we can get a day or a time where we can just talk on it, that's that. I really want to talk about that because yeah, it's something that's piquing my interest. No, Sean, it's too early. Ain't no go Bears, nothing.
Yes, it is, Sean. Bet down, bro.
Early.
Bet down, bro. Bet down, Sean. You already know. Bet down.
See, this at the Lotto Hush show got AI thinking I'm white. Oh my goodness, I miss y'all for real. Yeah, tell I have no idea what it's about, and I got called. Let me tell you something. I had people messaging me because I was sitting up there like I really didn't get it. I'm like, I don't get it. I don't understand what the problem is. I thought it was just a play on words about her having good genes and having good genes. You know what I'm saying?
What are you talking? What are you talking about?
Okay, so there's this. All right, listen. Since we here, let's talk about.
Yeah, man. Tell me what you're talking about.
There is this American Eagle ad. I'm gonna see if I can find it too. But there's this gene company called American Eagle.
I heard of it.
And they put an ad out with a young lady, and the ad basically was her talking about, her blonde hair and her blue eyes. It's because, she has really good genes and this, that, and the other. And, it was just her, but she was in American Eagle brand jeans. So it was a commercial. It was a commercial for American Eagle. But what got people like really, really down bad was that there was some stuff that she said about her having good genes and about her blue eyes and her blonde hair and that she had good genes. And it was just like, it sent everybody in a tizzy because they was like, no, she's speaking eugenics and she's it's all these dog whistle terms that she was using. And you guys don't know. It's like, how dare you do that? Somebody at American Eagle should have known better. And I'm sitting up there the whole time watching the commercial like, okay, cute girl, blue jeans, she got good genes. What's the problem? That's all I saw. Apparently it was a lot deeper than that, man. It was a lot deeper than that. And that's why I was like, I really don't know what eugenics is. Now, Eddie said that it has a dark history. And apparently it's a really, really big deal. And they were just saying that was American Eagle was basically using eugenics in this commercial ad. So it was
Eddie. What's eugenics, brother Eddie? What's eugenics?
It was a real big thing at one time, man. I didn't think anything of it, but apparently that's because I wasn't looking deep enough. And I didn't.
I can, but Mike, I can kind of see the offense in it by by you saying you got your blue eyes and your blonde hair, and you're almost trying to say that your race is like. Now, I mean, no, I'm not going to do that because I haven't seen it. So you got to find a commercial. And we got to go back. We got to go back on that. So I'm not even going to comment on it. But brother Eddie, tell me what eugenics mean.
Well, apparently eugenics is the study of how to arrange reproduction with human population to increase the occurrence of heritable characteristics that's regarded as desirable. So it's almost like instead of leaving DNA to chance, there is a study where you can actually modify a person's DNA or genetics to give them desirable attributes, such as what if you want your baby to be light-skinned with light brown eyes, and maybe you want them to have curly hair. Apparently, there is a study that's saying if there is a way that you can do that. And so it was developed by this guy, according to Google, called Sir Francis Galton, and it was supposed to be as a method of improving the human race. And eugenics was increasingly discredited as unscientific and racially biased during the 20th century, especially after the adoption of its doctrines by the Nazis in order to justify their treatment of Jews, disabled people, and other minority groups. So that's why a lot of people was upset. It was like, wait a minute, the same reason that Hitler was killing folks, y'all want to use that to sell jeans? So what are we doing? You know, and that's basically where it kind of went, man. And I was just like, I just really didn't understand it.
Yeah, you got to send me a link to that. If you got a link to that commercial, you got to send it to me so I can see it one day, so I can see it.
Yeah, I gotta I'll find it because I'm just like, yo, it was a lot. Let me see if I can put these comments on the screen so I can quit trying to go back and forth to him. What Tony say here? Tony said, what did he say? Hold on. He said, I stopped worried about what racist America does, undertones and all. Margaret Sanger, Planned Parenthood, all trash for eugenics. Yeah, I mean, that's crazy. Eddie said that the Nazis were heavily supportive of it, and that's the whitewashed version. It has a long and horrible history. Galton was a relative of Darwin. Oh, he's a relative of Darwin. I didn't know that. See, this is what I'm saying.
Wow, I've been missing. I gotta go. I gotta research this. I've been missing out on this.
Yeah, exactly. Tina, it's like mod your baby. I'm like, yeah. Let me see. I want my baby to be chubby but not fat. I need him to have light brown hair. I want my baby to have nice skin. What else? I want my baby to have a pretty smile. We'll be up in there shopping for babies like Birkin bags.
Yeah, like I think all races do that because we do that too. Yeah, we do that.
Yeah, we do.
We do that too.
Yeah, I didn't know how deep it was, but apparently it's real, bro. It's real. So listen, if you buy an American Eagle store, if you black, you might not want to go in there because people may call you out.
Yeah, I want to research that. I really do. I'm intrigued, and it can't pique my curiosity. So I want to research that. I really do.
Yeah. Yeah. Look, I watched, man. I'm Eddie, man. Listen, I watched your last stream on YouTube, and I was just, man, I ain't gonna say proud. It ain't like, you know what I'm saying, but I was proud because, man, I was looking at how far the Erudition Network came. I was looking at the engagement on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? When at one point in time you were even worried about if people even cared. And I'm looking at the back and forth, man. And I was smiling the whole time, man. I was geeked because I see the growth, I see the progress, man. I see the Lord just doing things, and it's just like, yo, it was just, I don't know. I was just really proud to see how things is going with the Erudition, man. And it's dope, man. It's a wonderful thing to see, and yeah, it was real cool. So I would love to do a show about eugenics, man, because it's something that I want to know more about. I want to understand what these dog whistle terms are, if it's something I should be listening out for, and then sometimes I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Sometimes I just be fatigued from a lot of it, because it seems like we fight. It seems like this is a fight that we're just always fighting. You know what I mean? And it's to a point where it's just like, I'm just tired of being tired of it, if that makes sense. And it's just one of those things. I know I try not to use the word so much now, but I was talking to a buddy of mine and he was just like, man, he said, man, I just got nigga fatigue, Mike. I'm just tired. It's like, what are you talking about? But I understood what he was saying though, man. And it's really to a point where it's almost like you don't care, but you can't not care. But it's like when you're just constantly being hit over the head with stuff and constantly just being presented with things, you almost get desensitized to it. And I don't want to get desensitized to the plights and the struggles that we have, you know what I'm saying? Because they're legitimate. But at the same time, I think where my fatigue comes in is that I sometimes think we pick the wrong battles to fight, if that makes sense. And it sometimes seems like it's always like some of the stuff that we fight about and some of the stuff that we argue over, it's so silly. And it's just like, can we save this energy for like real issues and real problems? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It could just be me. And part of that is why, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, like for real. Part of that is why I haven't potted in a while. Because I was burnt out. I was really just burnt out from it. Because it's like fighting a losing battle almost. You know, like when you try to be the voice of reason, or just try to bring levity or common sense to a conversation, and it just seems like nobody cares. That's tiresome, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
yeah, but you know what, Mike? Sometimes it just comes down to everybody don't think alike. Simple as that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. What you might think is right, or what I might think is right, somebody else might think is wrong. So it's just that simple. You know?
Yeah.
That's what it really comes down to.
I know. But we're here now, so I'm glad, and I'm really glad to be on tonight because, like I said, it's been a while, and you know, it just felt like talking. I know, Mel, the fight never ends. It just always it never ends, and we got to keep the fight going, you know. But it gets, man, it wears you down some, bro. I'm just gonna be honest with you, you know. What you say, Ed? It takes strength only God can provide. I asked God in April to give me greater guidance and strength. Yeah, absolutely. Yep, we still got family, man. So you know, and I'm always encouraged by brothers like you. I look at you know, I follow Tony a lot more than what I think he believes I follow him. But I look at a lot of the stuff that he does, and I'm always inspired and proud to see the stuff that he do. Your edition, I'm always checking him out. Tina, you know, a lot of times I don't comment, but I do go back and I watch her stuff. You know, and I'm all like, just seeing the work that you all do keeps me in a frame of mind where it's just like, yeah, you just gotta keep pushing, you gotta keep doing it. You know what I'm saying? So it's all good. Jackie Hines, God bless your ministry, Sister Hines.
What's up, baby?
Knowing that she's literally right next to her, that's what be killing me. She is literally right next.
She's not next to me right now.
He'd be like, look, you gotta be quiet.
No, she ain't around me right now.
Oh, okay, okay. Good. Yeah, Tony, man, look, I appreciate you, man. And look, I know I told you, but I appreciate when you came and hung out with us, man, for our men's brunch. Dude, mm-hmm. I got so much feedback from that Saturday, man, from a couple of my buddies that came through. They was just like, dude, man, that was great, man. You gotta let me know y'all gonna have another one of those. And I said, man, as soon as we kick something else off, I got you. You know, man, they really enjoyed you, man, and they enjoyed the whole thing actually, which was really good. They was like, yeah, man, I know you did stuff like that, Mike. Yeah, dude. You know, I do a little something every now and again. Yeah, it was, man. I really enjoyed it. Look, let me ask you guys a question. I know, again, we late because we ain't been podding a while. But let me tell you what's kind of bugging me. What's this girl named Phil that want to cancel Martin?
Are you talking about Ari Lennox?
Hold on, Sean. Let's talk about this. I know it was a couple of things I wanted to hit on, man, and this was definitely one of them. Listen, Nephew done dropped the bag on this one big time, fam. Look, let me run this down to y'all real quick. So y'all know Travis Hunter, right? For those of y'all that don't know who Travis Hunter is, Travis Hunter played with Deion Sanders' son in Colorado. And he was drafted into the NFL.
Number 2.
Now
Jacksonville Jaguars.
He was number 2. All while this dude was in college and everybody was talking about, oh, he's definitely getting drafted. He was with this girl who, for all intents and purposes, a lot of people around him said, look, bro, she is only with you for the money. And of course, like most of us, for some reason, when it comes to women, we be on our dummy and he wasn't listening. And there was a lot of people like, nah, fam, that ain't the one. Because all of a sudden, before he got drafted, he was like, yo, let's go. He proposed to her to get married and all this stuff. Now, here's the kicker. There was no prenup, fam.
Nope. That man told y'all he was in love. Leave him alone. Don't worry about his relationship.
There was no prenup, fam.
Nah.
None.
Nah.
Not what?
Nah.
There was no prenup. Nothing. Because he loved this girl.
He loved her.
He loved it, her.
With all his heart.
With all his heart.
All his heart.
All his soul.
He told y'all that. He said, y'all don't worry about my relationship.
Don't you worry about my baby. I got it.
I don't need that prenup. She ain't going nowhere.
Apparently, she wants a divorce. Now, there were rumors. And Michaela mentioned it right here. Do I think that he abused her? It's supposed to be video. Now, Kayla, I don't know. But if there was video, I think it probably would have been out by now. If it was true. That's all I'm saying. Now, I'm not saying it's not, because I don't want to discredit, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to dismiss it, because people be saying I be dismissing stuff sometimes. So I'm trying to get better with that. I don't want to dismiss that that's a possibility. However, I don't know. And I believe that if there is video, then if that comes to light, great. But in the meantime, y'all ain't been married a whole year. And she wants to get out. She wants a divorce. And not only does she want a divorce, she want $40 million.
Hey, listen, man. Listen.
Ah!
Hey. The world we live in today, Mike.
She want $40 million, Phil. That's the entirety of that man's rookie contract. She wants that man's whole contract. $40 million. Look, now I'm going to say this, ladies, and I don't want y'all to take offense to this. Ain't nothing worth $40 million. Nothing. She wasn't that good to pay $40 million. Y'all wasn't even married that long for you to even get accustomed to a lifestyle to say that you deserve $40 million from this divorce.
Don't matter.
Now
he didn't make us sign no prenup.
Maybe I'm looking at it maybe I'm looking at it, through a male's lens. But now, ladies, do you think she deserves? And I'm just asking the question. I know you're gonna say, but the law said, do you think she deserves $40 million from this divorce? $40 million? I might even go out on a limb and say, you know what? Here's 3. $40 million? Why?
She probably won't get the full 40, but she gonna get her a bag.
She gonna get a few bags after she get whatever.
Yeah, she might not get that 40, but she gonna get a nice bag.
Michaela said she could ask for one and been on her way. That's all I'm saying. Get you a couple of meal and be gone.
But Mike, the sign. I don't want to do this. Say this.
Don't say it because it needs to be said. Say it. Say it.
The signs was there, man, and you know what I'm saying. I kind of tried to rap the young man, like, yeah, that's right. You know what I'm saying? Let's get, you know what I'm saying? Let's stay out of that young man's business. We don't know. But the signs, when he won the Heisman, man, Dion had to force you to stand up for the man.
She didn't even stand up for.
I mean, the signs was there, man. I truly, don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to tell nobody what to do, but I truly think that
she didn't even stand up for him, Phil.
Yeah, man, he was. I don't know, man. It must be. Well, it's after. It's 10 o'clock. It must have been good to him or something, man. I was gonna be real with you.
Phil,
yeah, man. He was kind of whipped up, man, a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. But
$40 million, no sir.
The signs was there, Mike. They was there a long time ago, and folks try to tell them and try to, you know what I'm saying? But when you young and your nose wide open and it's good, this what happens.
$40 million worth, Phil?
Man, it ain't worth no 40 million, Mike. But hey, she didn't sign. I mean, you didn't make her sign a prenup. So whether she worked it or not, she ain't gonna get no 40, but she gonna get her a nice bag.
She didn't even stand up for the man when he. That
I'm telling you, man.
That
so
bugged me for real.
You know.
Now let me say I understand that ultimately his decision, right? You're gonna do what you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes young people, when we old heads is telling you stuff, it ain't because we're trying to kill your vibe. If they still use that term, I don't know. It ain't because we want to prevent you from living your life, doing you. Sometimes it's wisdom. And it's us seeing stuff that we recognize. And it's like, yo, if you go this route, it is a possibility that this will happen.
Yep.
So if you decide to go, I will advise you to do ABC. But y'all look at it like you don't get it. And listen, sometimes we don't. I'm not going to say we get everything because we still get stuff wrong. But a lot of times when we be trying to warn y'all, man, it's because we done been through it. We've seen it. Hell, some of us done experienced it and done it. So we know the signs. And it's just like, yo, if I see my son is with somebody and there are certain things that you see in people that you be like, I don't know about that one. I would be remiss if I didn't say, now, Mike, look, I know she thicker than a jar of frozen peanut butter, but not, son. I'm tell you, ABC, XYZ. Be mindful, be watchful, this, that, and the other. Now, he can take that advice as he will and do what he won't, and it ain't me trying to hate on him and hate on what he got, but it's just what I see.
No, you did your job. Now it's on him.
Listen, now it's on him. But then I can't even really say that now Because Shannon Sharp dropped the bag so big.
Man, Shannon Sharp, man. He let a 19-year-old line him up. A little 19-year-old white girl line him up.
Bro, lined him up, shot him down. And he was talking so big at one time too. Play the rest. Yeah, no. You got to post the rest of the message. Got to post. Now they need to post the rest of the message. If you're gonna put that out there, you got to put the rest of it out.
Man, this chick retired from OnlyFans off the bag she got from him.
Let me say this. I'm sorry, Eddie. Nigga, if you can retire from OnlyFans off of something you get from somebody, you deserve it. You absolutely deserve it. But here's the thing. It wasn't like people didn't tell Shannon, bro.
Monique did it. Monique said on his show and did it.
She said, get you somebody she said, Shannon, now you stop messing around with these old young women. You need to get you a gal your own age. Get you somebody that's going to bake you some cakes and some pies and some cookies and going to rub your feet after a long day. Listen, that's all I need.
But Mike, that's the misconception. A lot of these older guys that got money, they think that these young girls are actually with them for them. No, they with you for what you bring. That's why they with you. 25,000 a cheek.
Let me tell you some fellas. Whoever go back and watch this, if you know some guys that's our age or older, because look, I ain't afraid to say it. I'm 50. I look good, but I'm 50 now. Brothers, if you got a 19-year-old smiling up in your face, you talking about what's your sign? You better make sure she knows signs of a stroke. Why are you messing with these young girls?
Cause you got a lot. Hey,
why?
It's a lot of average. Let's try to keep it in the same circle, Phil.
Why?
I'm not gonna say no names. It's a lot of folks, Mike, that's not rich that's chasing these young girls, and believe me, they paying good money to keep these little young girls. I don't know what it is about it or whatever. It ain't my flavor, so to whoever, but Shannon lost a lot, Mike, in that deal. He lost his job at ESPN. He lost out a $100 million contract. He lost Boost Mobile sponsorship over a 19-year-old, bro. Over a 19-year-old.
You talk about the Samson and Delilah effect. I mean,
they got you on the phone talking you're gonna choke this girl. Come on, man. What are we doing here?
Y'all too old to be messing. And I say y'all.
You 57 years old.
First of all, why? What? Why? What could she? Well, let me rephrase that question because I was going to ask, what could she possibly do for you? I don't want to go there. Okay. But what is it that? What are you getting from this relationship besides the obvious?
That's it.
19 years of age.
That's all. That's all these old geezers want.
A man that just that's all I'm saying. See, you don't want a woman. See, he didn't want a woman that was going to challenge him. Because see, if it was a sister that was around his age, she wouldn't be taking your shenanigans, bro.
But see, that's the problem.
She ain't dealing with that.
That's the problem. That's not what he wants.
A woman that age,
guess what?
Listen, no, a woman that age is setting her ways. She knows what she wants. She ain't gonna tolerate a whole lot of stuff. See, you want to mess around with one of them girls that you know you can do and say whatever, and because you have money, she was just gonna sit up there and take it. No, she fooled you with that one, brother. She got you fooled with that one.
He was getting what he out the deal what he wanted. That's the whole thing. He was getting what he wanted. And the sad part about it is it's guys like him that'll do it again. Trust me.
Man, listen.
You have a lot of men out here, old men that's like him, that's chasing these little girls and they paying. But in the midst of it, they not understand that they're lining themselves up because down the road, make them mad. Make that little girl mad. And guess what?
Bro, $25,000 a cheek.
Mm-hmm. Come on, man. This
Porn
girl retired. She put a post
I'm
up
just
saying she
saying.
retired. No, not when like I said, when it comes to those these guys with that bread, man, it's a different game between them and these little girls. These little girls know they know. Plus, these old dudes know what the game is. That's why they willing to pay.
Man,
that's why they willing to pay, man. It's part of the game, bro. Them the girls they going after.
I mean,
$25,000 a cheek. I'm gonna choke the ish out of you. Come on, man.
Just
why is you saying that on the phone at 57 years old to a 19-year-old girl, knowing she might be recording this message, which she was.
Which she was. All right, Tony, we appreciate you, bro, for tuning in with her. We'll holler at you.
All right, bro. Holler at you.
Look, 25,000 a cheek.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The math just ain't mathing on that for me, Phil.
No, because see, you somebody that understand that you wouldn't do it. But it's like I said, them dudes that bread, she's not the only one. All them dudes be doing that mess, man.
I know they flying these girls out and all that stuff, but it's just like, bro, what?
Look around, Mike.
It seemed to me.
But look around, Mike. All those nice looking female celebrities that's up in our age range look nice. But look around, they all are single. Because ain't none of them older dudes, not them older male celebrities, they not chasing them. They're not chasing them.
Yeah. And I think it goes back to what I was saying a lot earlier. It's because they know that they ain't gonna take that from them.
Yeah.
They're not these women out here that's successful and got their own thing. They're just not going. They don't have because they don't have to. You know what I'm saying? They're really if they're dating like women of a certain age with money and success. If they're dating with purpose. They ain't dating just to date. That time frame is gone.
Yeah,
you feel what I'm saying? They're dating with a purpose, and unfortunately, shamefully, most guys our age, when they date, they ain't dating for purpose.
No, they're dating for one thing.
But it's the wrong one.
Exactly, they date for one thing.
Yeah. And so then you get caught up and you end up losing $100 million.
This man's about to sign $100 million contract for
now when you think about
it,
that's a lot of cheeks.
Mike, relax.
That's
relax,
a lot of
Mike.
cheeks he could have paid for.
Relax.
Woo, that's cheeks for days.
No, man. Shannon just
$100 million. Then ESPN booted you. Now he's still doing well. You know what I'm saying? He's still doing
yeah. But thank God. Thank God, Mike.
Yeah,
thank God he's still doing well with his podcast. Where even though he lost that $1 million contract, he's still making a nice amount from what he's doing right now.
Is he still with Barstools? Who was he with?
He was with Volume.
Oh, okay. I thought he was with who Pat McAfee was with.
No, he's with Volume. He's with what's that dude name that used to come on after Undisputed? What's his name? Oh
Oh, the white
God,
guy. I forget his name.
yeah.
Because
His show,
Joy Taylor used to be with him.
yeah, his show used to come on right after. I can't think of his
Yeah, I know you're
name
talking
now.
about. I can't place his name right
Yeah,
now. Well, it ain't that important. But I know what
yeah,
you're talking about. But man, it's Tony. Come on, a fool and his money will soon part.
yeah. They
That's
would. Yeah, they will.
I
But
hope. I hope that this thing with Travis Hunter, I hope he get that taken care of. I hope this girl don't take him for pretty much everything he got. You know what I'm saying? And most of all, I hope he learns from this. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just like I sometimes I've seen people get married and date folks just to spite other people. And then they end up in a situation that they don't want to be in. And it's just like, bro, really? That's what we're doing? And I can almost guarantee you, Phil, some people told him, don't do it.
a,
Reconsider, redeliver.
a, a lot of people probably told him that. But he's
Yeah.
young, and the best teacher
Young.
is life. Sometimes you have to
Yeah.
live to learn. Learn.
Sometimes you got to live and learn, man.
Got to bump your head a
Unfortunately.
couple of times, man.
Yeah, man. But I don't listen. I don't need life to teach me everything. I don't need to go to prison to know I don't want to go to prison. You
Yeah.
understand what I'm saying? There's some things you don't need to experience. Sometimes you just you have to be smart enough to listen. And you have to be open enough to trust too. And then also on the flip side of that coin, we got to make sure that whoever we're talking to or mentoring or whatever, that we're not hypocritical in the stuff that we're saying. Make sure you live in the life that you want to try to project onto other people. You can't sit up there and give people life advice and then you doing the complete opposite of what it is that you're telling them to do. So, there's two sides to that story. I just hope that he learns from this experience and that it don't really hurt him too hard. It don't really hurt him too hard. I don't think she's going to get the whole 40 million, but
No,
I
you can
think
get the whole 40.
I think she's going to get a substantial amount though. Unfortunately, I think she is. So look,
But he'll
man,
be all right.
yeah, he'll be all right. He's a young man. He'll be able to recover, and he'll probably
Yeah.
find another white girl, and then he'll lose the rest of his money.
All
Anyway,
right, relax, Mike.
look, Ari Lennox. I know I'm late with this, but it keeps coming up on my timeline, man.
Now she mad at Bernie Mac.
Listen, I don't know. So for those of y'all that don't know, and you should, Ari Lennox what is she, an actor or a singer?
She's a failed singer.
To be honest with you,
she's a failed. She had like a couple of nice little joints in the early 2010s, like around about 2011, 2012. She had a couple of nice little joints, but then after that, her singing career kind of fell off. So really, she's just been really staying relevant all these years by saying stuff like what she said now. She stays stuff to keep herself relevant.
So the thing is that Ari Lennox some time ago was on a podcast and she was clipped saying that as a child, watching Martin really kind of did something to her because of the way of how he always treated or talked about Pam. And as a girl who was of a darker complexion, that always made her feel a certain way. And she felt that it just wasn't cool how Martin always attacked Pam because she was dark skinned and because, of her hair and things like that. And that made her feel a certain way about herself as she was growing up. Now, I don't know how old Ari Lennox is. I don't think she's my age.
No, she's she's probably in her late 20s, like early 30s or something like that.
But Martin was on 30 years ago, bro.
This is what I'm trying to tell you.
That's crazy to say. But that was on third. That was on. Oh, you all right? That was on 30 years ago. And was she just going back and just watching some old episodes and all of us? Because she's somebody as a child, it affected her. And I'm like, well, when were you watching Martin? Number one, because you're not that old. So when were you watching him for it to affect you the way that you said it did? Now, again, I'm not being dismissive, but that sounds like a you problem. Here's why I say that. If you go back and watch Martin, you look at the exchange between him and Pam. There was never a time where he said something to Pam where Pam didn't have a comeback for him.
Thank you.
Never. And I don't ever remember an episode where Martin talked about her skin color. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't ever remember a time where he joked about her being black or dark skin or any of that. Now, he talked about her hair.
The BDBs. That's all he did.
The BDBs, right? He talked, he made other little jokes about her, being a squirrel and she store food in her mouth and other little off the wall jokes. But I do not ever remember him talking about her skin tone, her being dark. I don't remember that. But she was just like, yeah, the way he was attacking her and by her being a dark skin, that made me feel a certain way. It's like, but Martin talked about everybody. And thank you, Tina. He was the same complexion.
Thank you.
I don't remember him talking about her skin color like that.
He never did, Mike. He never did.
Now,
he never did.
But now here's the thing. That made you feel a certain way, and it made you feel sorry for dark-skinned girls. Did you feel sorry for short men? Because Pam always talked about Martin's height.
Yep.
Did you feel sorry for men with big ears? She always talked about his ears. Did you feel sorry for men who worked at radio stations? Because she always talked about how he was nobody and how he just worked at a radio station.
Yeah, remember she told him Gina made more money than him?
Yeah.
Broke his heart.
Broke his heart, fam. But Pam always had a comeback for Martin. It was never, I don't ever remember a time where Martin said something and Pam didn't have another comeback. And normally, sometimes her comebacks was better than his. She just never stood down to him. And I will go on to say that I don't think that Martin genuinely hated Pam.
No.
I think he always was. I think that he knew that was Gina's friend, and just like, look, I troll people that I know. And Michael, I troll Michael's girlfriend, and it'd be funny. Like I don't go at her like him, like Martin be going at Gina.
Yeah,
but I say, look, I say stuff, and I tell everybody, listen, if I don't troll you, I don't like you. Ask Michael's friends.
That's not a good excuse.
Yes, it is. If you know me, it is. And here's the thing, I never do it out of malice. It's always out of fun. If you ask any of Michael's friends, who most of them I think is my adopted sons anyway, I troll all of them. And they expect it. And if I don't do it, they'd be like, really? They'd be like, what's wrong with your dad? He ain't saying nothing today. All of them. But I never talked about them personally. It's always something silly and unbelievable to the point where it's just like, okay, I know he's just joking. And a lot of times, and most of the people that I know that watch Martin always said that Pam was prettier than Gina. I always looked at it like he talked about her because he ain't want her to get the big head, because he knew Pam was cold. But he do talk about her hair. Pam hair was never nappy. Pam hair was always laid. Every time I saw her, Pam always looked good. But he always had something silly to say about her. but it was never an instance. And I think that she really tried to blow that out of proportion, because there was never an instance where he talked about her personally, or where it was malicious. It was more silly than anything. And like I said, she always had a comeback for him. At least that's how I saw it. Maybe somebody else see it differently. Am I looking at it the wrong way?
No, you're not, Mike. This is exactly why what she's saying makes absolutely no sense. But Mike, we are living in a time now where folks will do anything to stay relevant. She's saying this stuff just to keep her name out there, because it's not known for nothing else. Like I said, she ain't been known for music since probably about what, 2013, 2014. So you got some people that get on these.
None of them.
No. She had a couple of nice little songs, like I said, about 2011 and 2012 or 13. She had like 2 nice songs. I can't remember. There's some nice songs, but other than that, she haven't really done anything. So sometimes you get these people that want to stay in that spotlight. They start saying, she's not the only one. You got a lot of these folks that just start saying, Fat Joe his name is Cap Joe now. This nigga is lying every time he open his mouth.
Stop it. Because let me tell you something. Half the reasons why I watch Joe and Jada is because of his stories.
You enjoy his lies. That's why I don't watch him, man.
I do. But
I be sitting there watching Joe like, man, this nigga is lying. He is lying right now, man.
He be talking about stuff and I be like, oh my God.
I robbed 70 folks without a pistol or nothing. Come on, Joe. Stop it, man.
But I'm gonna tell you this though.
I heard you was a tough guy coming up, but come on, you ain't robbed no 70 folks barehanded. Stop it.
When I sit up there and listen to him, man, I don't believe half the stuff that he say. Well, I will say,
but it's entertaining. It's entertaining.
It's entertaining, and I will say that I believe that he embellishes, right? I believe that some of it is true to a degree, but then he adds things to make them.
Man, that dude putting $1 on 10 cents every time he open his mouth, man. I've been listening to them stories he was saying, like, man, this nigga is lying right now.
He was like, yo, I was in Morocco, and he was like, there's a little man in a suit, and he's about this big. And he was like, is he real? He said, yeah, he could hide behind this coffee bag. He's like that big. And I'm like,
pay attention to Jada. Pay attention to Jada when Fat Joe started telling one of his stories, man. Jada be sitting there. I know what he's saying to himself, man. This nigga is lying like a big dog right now.
Here he go again. Yeah, man. But listen, people. And I know back then, when Martin was on TV, it was a different time, right? We were not as sensitive to stuff that people were saying back then.
The 90s was totally different.
Like the 90s, like if you look at, I remember in Living Color. And do you remember that skit they had with Handyman? Remember that? The handicapped superhero. Never underestimate the power of the disabled. If he was to do that today,
he'd get canceled.
Absolutely cancel that, brother. And I loved Handyman. I thought it was a funny skit. It was hilarious. But here's the reason why I don't think Ari Lennox, what she said, held weight. Because as much as Martin talked about Pam, who was one of Martin's most popular characters on the show?
Pam.
It was Shenanigans. And Shenanigans was just as dark as Pam. She was just as ghetto. She was more ghetto than Pam. You know what I'm saying? But that was a character that he created, and everybody loved Shenanigans. They love. I think that, like, I'm really of the mindset of what you were saying, is that sometimes people have to find ways to be relevant, and like especially in this climate of podcasting, everybody and their mama got a podcast, and I'm saying this as a podcaster. But one thing you will never hear me do or say is to say something to try to generate clicks, likes, or views. I'm just
And
not
that's
gonna
all
do it.
she's doing, Mike. That's all she's doing.
That's
She's
all she
saying
did.
stuff to keep her name hot.
Keep your name out there. I'm finna say this really hot take, and then I'm gonna make sure that everybody hear me say this thing. Like if I was to get on here one day and say like, yeah, all pastors are thieves, and I put that out there.
What in the world?
I'm just saying, I know that that's a hot take, especially in the Christian community. And I put something out there like that, and I may not even believe it, but I know it'll get me reactions. It'll get people to look at my video. Oh, why did he say that? Or why does he think that? No, man, I'm not doing it. But that's the world that we live in. They'll take something that happened 20, 30 years ago and say, yeah, that traumatized me or that made me feel a certain way. And this person who did that particular thing 20, 30 years ago, you all shouldn't give him a pass. And it's like, really? That's what we're doing now. Even now, like you were saying earlier, she was watching some Bernie Mac stuff, and she was like, well, I understand why he was funny, but you know, the context of his jokes. Shut up.
Exactly.
Get over yourself.
No, you got the clicks and views you want, so now you have to pour more gasoline on that fire to keep people talking.
I guess, man. I'm not doing it. Listen, people. I'm gonna give y'all the best advice that I think that I can possibly give you. And I want y'all to hear me for real. If there's something on social media that you are watching and you don't like it, turn it off.
Yep.
Scroll to the next thing.
That's all you gotta do.
Block it. It's so much stuff on TikTok that I've blocked. I think I've blocked more people than I watch. Wow. Because if it's something that I don't like, or if it's something that I feel that may trigger me, I'm just not gonna watch it. I don't understand why people will sit there and subject themselves to things that make them feel a certain way and then get mad at the thing that they decide to sit there to watch.
Because they really want to watch it. Simple as that.
Keep scrolling. On to the next one. Block the person if you don't like what they said, and keep on living. Stop. Y'all got to stop this stuff. It's absolute madness. Absolute madness how you all let things that somebody say or do have that much control over you. I said this some time ago. I am not responsible for your triggers. I'm just not. If it's something I do that or say that triggers you and you don't like it, don't watch me. Like, for real. Don't watch me. Because I just don't want I don't want you to feel that way. And you shouldn't want to feel that way.
And I should have to compromise.
I shouldn't have to compromise
who I am just for that. No, it don't work like that.
Just because you feel a certain way.
Exactly.
It's just like if you don't like paper towels, and I use a paper towel, and you mad at that, you'll be all right.
What the hell, Mike? You know, okay. All right, it's 10:40, Mike. You talking about paper towels?
Absolutely. I'm just saying. Listen,
it's time to go to bed, man.
It's time to go to
paper
bed.
towels.
Man, look, you know, some people get triggered by the craziest things, bro. Niggas they need to wear tags now that say, "Hi, my name is James, and I don't like toilet paper." All right, James, I won't wipe my butt next to you anymore. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
Pause.
What are we doing? What are we doing?
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's time. It's that time now.
What are we doing? But look, my God,
we was doing so good, but it always goes off of the rail, man.
It always go off the rail sometime. It don't never stay on, I tell you.
Yeah, I kind of like this.
Yeah, man. This is cool. I ain't gonna promise that we're gonna do it every Saturday.
Yeah, but every now and then we gonna pop in, y'all. Every now and then we gonna pop in.
I know. Exactly. See how the triggered feel with the paper towels.
Tina, I mean, I don't know. He just popped up and started talking about paper towels. I say, yeah, it's time to go to bed now.
Because people are triggered by some of the goofiest things, and it's like,
But see,
how am I
Mike, that's the world we live in now, Mike. We live in a crazy world now, Mike. We do. It's not normal out here. It's not normal out here.
You mad because because I made my apple juice from the can or frozen because it was concentrated, and you talking about I like fresh pressed. Well, go get you some fresh pressed apple juice. Why are you stressing about what I'm doing?
Hey, man.
Anyway, listen. I missed y'all. And I know I've said this on numerous occasions. I'm going to keep on saying it. I appreciate y'all. Those of y'all that hung out with us on tonight, I appreciate it because I know y'all could be in bed doing some other stuff, but y'all hanging out with us. Thank God you ain't got to pay $25,000 a cheek. That's all I'm saying.
Oh my God, Mike. Yes.
That is absolute insanity. I don't care who you are, but we appreciate y'all hanging out with us and listening to us ramble on about nothing. Listen, I don't know. I don't know if we don't have to do this again, Phil. I like the Saturday Night Live thing.
Yeah, we got to do Saturday Night Live. I like Saturday. Get a little bit more loose.
Yeah, a little more loose on Saturday Night Live, Yeah. So for those of y'all that was able to stay up, we appreciate you. Need y'all to tag, and share this conversation. If you think somebody will enjoy it, man, make sure you tag a minute. Make sure y'all tag, and share this video. Follow us on YouTube. Please, please, please subscribe. We want to try to grow the channel as much as we can and get the word about Man Up Real Talk out there. Look, we've been doing this for 8 years. We laid the foundation. Now it's time for us to take this thing to the next level. And I think y'all going to help us do it. So listen, appreciate y'all. I love y'all. And if the Lord say the same, next time we do this, we will meet you all back here on another Saturday Night Live. I don't know when. I'll let y'all know and keep y'all posted. All right. Phil, before we go, anything, sir?
Thanks for y'all the ones that showed up tonight.
All right. He on this Russell Simmons. I see what he's doing. Thank you all for coming out. God bless.
He did that every episode.
Man.
Thanks for coming out. God bless.
Thank you all for coming out. God bless and good night. But look, we appreciate y'all. And man, listen. Till we talk again, my friends. Y'all get 2 fingers to the side. Make sure you holler at your boys because we're officially out.
Peace.